Hello, everyone. I'm presenting Three Square Food Bank. Now, I know it's not like much of what everyone else is doing their projects on because I've seen them. Everyone's doing it on counseling, and it makes sense because we're in a counseling class, but I don't actually have any experience with the counseling yet. I haven't gone to do an internship yet. Haven't really volunteered at one of those places either, so I decided to stick to something that I know makes a difference in the community, and that is our one and only food bank, Three Square. So the mission state. I'm going to start out with just some facts about uh, Three Square, and then I'm going to get more into my personal experience with them. Now, the mission statement is to provide wholesome food to hungry people and to passionately pursue a hungry free community. Really nice. It was first established in 2007. The founders are Julie Morey and Eric Hilton. The organization was first funded by a grant provided by Conrad N. Hilton Foundation. And after just 4 years, Three Square was able to provide 75.1 million pounds of food. That was actually more than any other previous Clark County food bank had ever distributed in its history. So that was a pretty big achievement. Now, I originally didn't know how a food bank worked, so they actually have quite a few partnerships. They need partnerships with certain companies like Walmart and Target. Walmart's a huge distributor for them that provides food. They also need the funds in order to transport the foods to the warehouse. Once it gets to the warehouse, it's sorted and distributed. That's actually where most of the volunteer work is done. Uh, I'm originally a warehouse worker anyway, so I've got quite a bit of experience with distributing and packaging up supplies. So that was why I was able to do this so well. Then they have partnerships with other organizations, nonprofit organizations that need the food. So they provide them the food, and these organizations are actually the ones that reach out and provide that food to the ones that need it the most. Uh, the Some of the partnerships that they have are with pantries, soup kitchens, shelters, and schools. The first time I ran into uh, at Three Square was when I was volunteering at my mother's school. She lives in a very low income area, or she works in a very low income area as a first grade teacher. And she used to tell stories about kids passing out in the middle of class, just not having much energy. It was really sad. So it was mainly because they just didn't have enough food at home. And now, with the program that they have called Breakfast After the Bell, students are mandatory, like, have a mandatory 15 minutes before class to go to the cafeteria, and they're able to get a nutritional breakfast that provides them with enough energy to stay functioning in school. There's also other programs like backpacks for kids. This provides a care package that of nutritional meal for the weekends. There's also a meet up and eat up. This provides the students with a lot of food during I'm sorry, summer break. Another focus is senior citizens. They have a program called Senior Shares. It provides senior citizens with two care packages each month containing fresh fruits and vegetables, grains, and lean meat. I was actually the one who was putting these packages together. Uh, the food actually looks really good. It's very nutritional. It's good stuff. I want to get into kind of how you would volunteer for this place. It's really quite easy. You send in an application to Three Square because Three Square uses this program called Volgistics. It's an online program that provides volunteers with a calendar that it makes it really easy to work out volunteering around any kind of hectic schedule. Back when I was working at the warehouse, 12-hour shifts, I mean, I was able to actually put in some time there pretty easily. Uh, and it tells you exactly what activity you're going to do, Like that's the kind of volunteer work that you're going to be setting up. Some of the volunteer activities are sorting and repackaging food, boxing meals for children and seniors, working at a call center. That's one thing I have not done, but it's a good program because it assists people with getting referrals for any kind of needs that they have. Uh, there's also helping with special events on and off site. Those are events that kind of are used for funding the warehouse or the Three Square. Most of the volunteer work is in a warehouse, though, so make sure to wear proper clothing. I did most of my volunteer work during the summer, and uh, anyone that's been in a warehouse knows that the swamp coolers do not function correctly. So it was hot. But this was my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you, uh, want to volunteer for this kind of uh, company or nonprofit organization because it's good experience. It's really well done. It's very efficient. The management there really knows how to work with volunteers, and they walk you through the steps, and it's a good program. So I definitely recommend it.